Hi everyone! Today's video is going to be a paint with me with a Q&A. So I will be answering some of the questions that you guys are curious about, and I will be trying my best to answer all of them. If you have any more questions about my art, my YouTube videos, my hobbies and the like, comment down below so I will be able to answer you guys. So today's paint with me theme is my favorite Filipino foods. So let's get on to this video, grab your art materials, and paint with me. The first question is, how did you get into art? When I was younger, I was already introduced to arts and crafts by my mom. I remembered that every night we would do these little projects like leaf painting, eggshell painting, hand painting, and there were just so many other projects, but of course those are just what I remembered because I was just really young, like around 3 to 5 years old if I'm not wrong. But anyways, aside from that, I also had my summer art classes like painting lessons and drawing lessons. And if I remembered correctly, in school, starting preschool, we already had art classes. So I think that it just really grew with me. Like art really grew in me and it's just really a big part of who I am. And yeah, I think that's really just how I got into art. So the second question is, what made you get into painting? So before, I used to paint a lot because it was just really the thing that I knew how to do, because I had my summer lessons, I had art classes, painting classes in school, but then I stopped for a while because I was introduced to another type of art, which is calligraphy. But then when I got into college, we had art classes again, painting classes, and that's where I am now. The next question is, what is your favorite medium to paint with? So recently, I have been obsessing over gouache. So I think that the reason why is just really because it is a combination of the two mediums that I really love, which are acrylics and watercolor. So funny story, because just this year, like about a month ago, it was really the first time that I heard about gouache. Like it's really the first time that I tried using gouache, and I could not believe it that I just found out about gouache just now, and I really love it so much. And next question is, what inspires your work? So I think that it's just really the thought of getting better every day and working on improving my skills, learning more every time I paint, and it's just really the act or the thought of being better than yesterday. The next question is, what are your favorite subjects to paint? I would probably say anything that has to do with nature, like plants, clouds, skies for sure, and also landscape or seascape. Well, I'm still really trying to experiment and trying to improve my skills, but for now, I would say that those are my favorite subjects to paint. But I do also love painting animals and food. Next question is, how long do you take in finishing a piece? So this really depends on the artwork itself, like how detailed it is, and of course the size of the painting. But normally with the artwork that I do now, they take me around 1 to 2 days, or if I would say around 1 to 3 hours in total. Next question is, do you have plans on selling your artwork? Yes, I do have plans. I'm planning on some exciting things right now, so just keep posted. Another question is, do you think you'll venture into other mediums of art on your channel? If yes, what kind? Yes, for sure. I'm planning to create some calligraphy related videos and embroidery tutorials. But of course, these are not final yet. But I'm really excited to create more interesting and helpful videos for you guys. So if you guys have any suggestions on what you want to see next, please comment down below and let me know. And the next question is, what are some tips to stay motivated to create new artworks while facing an artist block? So this is a really good question because I do get this often. So what I usually do is go on Pinterest, scroll along Instagram, and even go on YouTube just so I can gather new ideas and get more inspired. But for me, taking a break from doing anything art related is the most effective. Instead, I do other things, other hobbies like watching movies, reading books, taking a walk, playing with my dogs, and eventually it will just come back. And yeah, if you are having an artist block too, don't be too hard on yourself. Breathe and just give it time. The next question is, what are your goals for the rest of the year? So one goal that I have in mind right now is to start getting into digital art, specifically iPad lettering or creating illustrations using the Procreate app, or just basically any app that will enable me to make digitalized stickers and prints. So I'm really excited and looking forward for the future. Next question is, how do you deal with criticisms in art? Sometimes I tend to think that what other people think is what matters most. How many likes per post, how many followers I have, or how many impressions I get. But then I always remind myself that it is for me. I am doing this for myself. It is a way for me to express myself because it is what I love doing. And I don't need people's opinions on it because there isn't a right or wrong painting or artwork, because each one is supposed to be special and unique. It's not easy to accept the criticisms because sometimes it does get to us, and we just need to learn to be positive about it and move on. So yeah, don't let it get to you. You can get through it and just continue being yourself. So last question is, what do you use to make your videos? What editing software and equipment do you use? So right now, I am using my phone to film and edit, and the app that I'm using is VLLO. It's a free app, and so far it's the best app for me personally. I placed the link down below if you guys are interested. And yeah, that is the end of my question and answer, or my Q&A. So once again, thank you so much for sticking around, and I hope that you've enjoyed this video and hope to see you next time. Bye!